I remember being called a foreigner. I remember my name being laughed at. What's this name? Coochie, hoochie, coochie, catch me, cooch me, all kinds of stuff. I remember somebody telling me when I was 19 that I should go back to where I came from. And I felt like saying, well, I came from here. I mean, I was born in England, but I was a year old when I came. Where should I go back to? You know, I remember feeling, yeah, there was discrimination, absolutely, when I grew up. And I was made to feel ashamed of who I was, and I bought into it. I wanted to be like everybody else. I wanted to wear the V-neck sweaters and belong to the sorority and have the penny loafers. I mean, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, even though, you know, you and I speak the same language as they do over there, we have the same ancestors, we grew up in the Western world. And we have a whole different sense of space, of democracy, of community. And perhaps living in the Western world, I have become anglicized to an extent. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. They brought the village over with them, the schools, the churches, the rituals and everything, which enriched my life tremendously. But I couldn't stay in the village. I longed for something else. We're talking about litost again, that longing for something else. And it was something even beyond being Ukrainian or being Canadian. It was something out there. So I had to bust out.
My parents did make me fearful because they were afraid. They had lost everything. And so consciously or otherwise, they instilled that fear into me. And so it was like, don't make waves, don't make noise, just stay in your little group and be safe. And somehow survive enough and keep enough of your heritage alive to pass it on to the next generation. My mother always said, you must have an education at all costs, because without an education you can't be a person. And she said you have to have an education so you don't have the life that I had. But I guess what she didn't think through is that my education would take me away. And once I got out, I wouldn't come back.